Hey guys, Medicaid back more Pokemon Violet. We just did some more classes in the last episode, and I think the goal today is to finish them off. I'm assuming I could finish them off. So for that, be sure to smash it like a strapping. And we've got biology, which we've done pretty well in this class so far, I think. Not that it really matters to like the midterm and final exams. I think these classes are basically pointless until then. Hello, I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. Before we get going, do you remember the fun question from a midterm exam? Our director Clubhouse found out about it somehow and I got yelled at. Whoops. Apparently he could tell I was hiding something just by looking at me. I must have known all the colour flashed right out of my face. Speaking of colour, today I'd like to teach you all about the colours. All about colours as it pertains to Pokemon. Some Pokemon have slightly different coloration or patterning on their bodies based on their gender or individual differences. In various cases, a Pokemon may have wildly different coloration compared to others on the same species. You call these specimens shiny Pokemon. That's right, rare to come across one past with one. That's the only here the likelihood of finding a shiny Pokemon is. It's not 140. I would look this up, but I don't certainly have my phone on me because I'm not totally sure. Not that it really means. What? I'd say 4,000, but like it is, yeah. Wow, that's right. Yeah, but making sort of Pokemon Fresh to me, okay? Shiny Pokemon appear at the rate of 1 in 4,000. Isn't that amazing? I guess it is. The probability of counting one in the wild is the same as hatching one from an egg too. Eggs from pair Pokemon raised around different lineages are a special case. There's a higher than ever chance that the shiny Pokemon will hatch from these eggs. I haven't been able to figure out why that is just yet. Also, rumors of a charm that increases your likelihood of finding shiny Pokemon you have it in your bag. Can you believe that? This claim can't be scientifically verified, but sure fun if it were true. Whoops, that's the bell. That's the bell. This is all for today. Thank you for your attention. Don't say attendance, but it's attention. Alright, on to our next class. Math for 5, yep. Lots of class percent, so don't be tardy, yeah. I wouldn't call that the least math so they dull like a wee bit. But I am no game creator, I guess. Hello everybody, let's have a fun class today. Do make sure to review last class material or stay sharp. I know it's a little difficult with all that talk of multiplication, percentages and the like. But today we'll be talking about percentages, again to learn about probability. That may sound like we're going to have another difficult class, but did you know that all you already deal with probability on a regular basis? Pokemon moves generally have a property called accuracy that determines the probability that they will hit. The accuracy of tackle is 100%, 100 or 100%. So if you ready to tackle 100 times, you should expect it to hit all 100 times. Okay, they must have buffed it back up because I need to see 90 or 95. I think it was 95 actually. Move hypnosis that puts opponents to sleep has an accuracy of 60 or 60%. Means you can set the hit 60% times or 100 uses, or in other words, to put it another way, it will hit never because air luck is horrible and it will never hit that many times at 100. But yeah, realistically, 100 uses you can split them miss 40 times. I mean, truly powerful moves often tend to have low accuracy, so when deciding to go slow or steady with moves, the short hit are hard or fast with stronger moves, with stronger but less accurate moves. You're already studying probability. Let me see here, perhaps Surf or Hydro Pump would be good example for this discussion. Okay, they've changed that. Surf used to be always 100%, wasn't it? No? Guess it's changed now. Surf has a power of 90. Oh no, it hasn't changed actually, sorry. I read it wrong. Surf has a power of 90. It's accuracy 100. Meaning you can split the hit every time. Hydro Pump accuracy is only 80, but when it hits, its power is 110. Between Surf and Hydro Pump, which would you want to use yourselves? Surf's pretty good and it's 100% accurate. So I'd rather use Surf. Oh my, I see it Slide City wins the race for you, Medicare. I may have meant to sound like it was the correct answer here, but there's not. You're free to use any moves you wish. Factors like PP or number of targets hit make some moves more suited to certain situations. However, training accuracy for power or vice versa is purely a matter of preference. This Surf versus Hydro Pump debate has been ongoing for quite some time. You've got trash luck like most people. People fight go Surf. Personally, I'm more invested in debating the rock type moves, Rock Slide and Stone Edge. Let me tell you, I could get really worked up about talking these moves, but I might. It's about. What a shame. This has to be a last of our time to get it, so show 100%. Show 100% ready to go. Okay, will do. I don't think I redid the other class we did. As I said, I'm sending it off screen, I think. Anyway, history. Class we again soon, don't be tardy. I'm pretty sure I read something that these benefits of doing these classes, so I already got some XP candy, so that was nice. So I'm assuming there is some purpose of doing these classes. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did, you say it's now a part of history. If I did nothing, there's nothing part of history. Today we continue to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us. I trust that you all remember that listen for the midterm exam concerning the great crater of Padea in the city, Area Zero. This mysterious crater captured the imaginations of many, including the former Padan Emperor. 10 years ago, a group of explorers claimed to have finally reached its depths. The name of the team that reached the straight feet was the Area Zero expedition. The team said it made up of the Padad's best and brightest. Steel battlers, brilliant researchers, talented individuals of all kind. Among the list of team members was the name of a man who was the author of brilliant natural historian Heath, which I read about actually. After returning from the expedition to Area Zero, he used his literary talent to record the events of the expedition and publish them. Perfect time, mate. Eye contact, Medicare. Let's see if you're paying attention. What's the name of the team that first made it to different research of the Great Crater? That's that one. Great. To pick up and remember the term assembly slipped into the flow of a lecture. You're quite the clever one. Okay, now understand what the area is. Zero expedition record of the activities written by the expedition member Heath can be found in the bookstores, and even today. Okay, this record is now known as Violet Book. Oh, okay, I read that. At the time, the entire region of Padea was actually buzzing about Area Zero. The Violet Book was so popular that practically everyone had a copy. However, the book itself was full of fantastical descriptions and illustrations of things that could never thought of as real. The message began to call Heath a liar. Oh, people had some trust. There's some like faith. And I love it also like seeing like pictures on screen for like the whole class. Or whole classes, I should say, like Professor Lamberton and the Pokeball or the every single other class. Even the truth about the extension making it to the bottom of the crater was good in the question. The file of the book was condemned to the shelves of used books as just another book of wild, paranormal stories. There's a copy on one of the bookshelves in the ground floor of the entrance hall. Feel free to have a read if you're interested. Which I have. Don't tell you what. I heard it's out of time reading, must be outstripped after filling your minds with knowledge. This ends today's lessons for a real more histories and English next time to get next time. I'm quite fascinated by this history stuff actually. It's quite fascinating. And I guess in this case it's probably going to offer up more DLC from what I've read. Going to languages for 5. As you can say, don't be tarty. Which isn't my strongest class, I must admit. But dear friends, how are you all today? I hope you are doing marvellously well. It's time for another of Salvatore's language lessons. Adis foros pratis. Are you ready? Oi. I expect no less from my excellent students. Your prize my questions are excellent. Adored hui today. We once again be focusing on listening. I say, go for it, my assistant Pikachu. 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 As remember from last classes, same problem. Cries may sound different depending on one wants to say. George Hui today, that is, we learned about more of the language used by Pokemon. Jitinipe, it'd be so kind, Pikachu. It sounds a little bleak, doesn't it? So it seems a little lower pitch too. Well, my machine spread Pikachu is trying to convey to us right now. Can you say it again? Isn't I'm not surprised. This perhaps Pikachu is so surprised that it dropped a tasty berry. When Pikachu says, I thought it was sadness, but I went away from it. That's when we went to cry, doesn't it? I was like thinking sadness for the lower tone, but I didn't back myself. That's right, my little Pikachu cries. Funny joke, right? Okay. This is a great job. Give Pikachu a round of applause. Just to join in. Now, Aporos are nothing. Let me get some. One of my wide words of advice. Yep, when your Pokemon making sad noises like this one, you should treat them with even a little more kindness than usual. I just don't know if I'm like just not hearing the cry right. I feel like I can't really tell the difference. I've probably just been dumb and it's probably really obvious, but if it's okay, classmates as well, friends should support each other in times of sadness, so you can all have smiles on your faces all the time, my friends. Prochan, of course, next lesson will be a final lesson together. Are you ready for the climactic finale? Adios, matane. Yeah, I just went away from my accents there, which is, I guess, annoying, but this doesn't really mean anything. Better studies, yep. As I'm gonna take a sip of water. It's summertime here in New Zealand, so a drink does go down well. Another day, another round of better study. Let's get right to it. I gave a little bit of a shot like we talked about last class. I did it for a bit and then haven't really used it recently. I've been just focusing on getting XP candies for like levels. I just feel like, I know it's quicker. I could be wrong, but it's also the first one to go to the Pokemon materials you need to make teams. It's team machines. Speaking of which, have you ever been using the team machines? Technical machines? Sure, hope so, because it's pop quiz time. Great teams, you'll need Pokemon materials and one other thing. Remember what that is? League points. Looks like you're already a technical machine pro, you get? Correct answer is league points, or LP for short. You can give LP and Pokemon materials to a team machine to create teams. And that's not all, you can actually exchange Pokemon materials and a team machine to get LP. I recently heard about some shady individuals getting LP illegally using tech called hacking or something like that. I don't want any of you getting involved in that bad stuff like that, got it? Now there's been that meme comes up of like, I don't know what it is exactly, like a bear or something with like the, like, oh gosh face. I don't know what sort of animal it's meant to be, but I think everyone knows the meme. Is it a bear? No, I feel like maybe more like a monkey. Maybe I feel like I'm getting the animal wrong, but I feel like you're like, I feel like you know the meme. Anyway, you can also add teams that you want to make to your watch list. They'll keep an eye on the materials you need together. In conclusion, if you want to make teams, you need Pokemon materials. If you want to get a hold of lots of materials, it's about all kinds of Pokemon. Oh man, I'm glad that you used to do some hands-on practice rather than the point home. You said you're going to have the time. I was learning now. Take any little rascals. But in this case, I don't think we would have been able to do hands-on. Because like, we will need to go to an actual team maker, technical machine to make the TMs. And when it means leaving school. When it means has to be an organised trip. Yeah. I guess what good about the team machine thing is like, it's a good balance of like, you can have basically almost unlimited teams effectively because you keep making them, but it's not like just outright giving to you like other games did. I mean, it did have some advantages just having infinite teams, but I felt like it just, once you got a team you can just teach it to everybody, and which didn't make things a lot easier, but it felt like there was no real reward. Like, you just find teams and you instantly have it forever. This actually has some sort of tangibility to it now. I wonder if Brassy's gonna show off to this art class. Because the dictionary like denied every single answer last time. It's like, bro, like, there had to be a right answer there and you just outright denied us. Hello class, it's I, Hatsao, once yet again. First allow me to apologise for losing my composure during our last class. I was so touched by Bryce's story that I simply could not contain my emotions. I'm sorry for making such a scene. I suddenly got a very strong talking from Miss Time after the class, yes. Yeah, let us shift gears and dive into the material for today's class. Now, have you heard of the 10 sites I put there? I feel like I've not picked up some of them. Not all. as the name would imply. Yeah, teen sites with that there they're considered particularly beautiful. Among them, I would say that the Grand Olive Orchard is the most accessible. You can see the Fiora olive trees from the hill on the way to Gotordo. Two waterfalls are counted amongst these 10 sites: Fairy Falls against the Roya Falls. And then there's the peak of Glacier Mountain known as Padea's highest peak. There's another cliff on Glacier Mountain. I don't understand that right, by the way. Probably botching it, but I'm going to continue. It's named after its rather unique shape. And actually, this mission is the name of the three-pronged cliff Glacier Mountain near the grassy shores. Exactly, it looks like a hand taking hold of something, doesn't it, Medicare? There was a flight out of guess. I BS that. Yes, I just realised it's like paintings in the background. This is a Gyarados, Eevee, Donphan. You got a Ditto, you got a Dedenne. I shouldn't have fun behind Hessel himself. So his shape is far too sorry to be that of a human hand. I need someone for it looked like a Pokemon hand grabbing something. There's also in the mountains in the area 3 of each province. You can get a good look at the view here. It's particularly gorgeous at night. In fact, the view is so brilliant, it's known as a 1,000,000-volt skyline. Here is quite a hotspot for dates. It's really sorry for having such a romantic view. I imagine that's what the kids say these days. A very fleet selfie spot. And there's a cat near for the last picture. Of course, you may feel that not all 10 sites live up to the grandiose names. Often do we visit some tourist spots and be disappointed. Not to say you shouldn't visit them, only that you should keep your hopes in check. The important thing is go yourself and see the emotion into your eyes. And sometimes a disappointing experience can be worthwhile in its own way. Take a chance. Ah, that is it. That is for today's class. Thank you all for your attention. Okay. And then we've got one more class for today's episode at least. Home week. I would like to do home week, please. Put away your phones, it's time to begin class. You're outperforming fieldwork with one of your Pokemon walking alongside you. Here you notice changes in its coloration. No, I don't mean it suddenly becomes a shiny Pokemon or any nonsense like that. I was thinking of it becoming filthy. Honestly, I can't really say I use the pertinent feature much. May use it eventually. Well, for the meantime, I think I'm happy with the process of just not using it. Like, once I really want to do some shiny hunting, which I may do, that's when I'll probably worry about using the patented feature. Talking about it, they get hard moves used against them. They get battered by wind and rain. They get covered in sand and mud. They get, in a word, filthy. I'd say many a trainer walk around with a adorable Pokemon without dressing this issue. It's deplorable. Insert be a monkey face, like, oh gosh, don't look at me meme. For sure it's got anyone wrong, but anyway. Let me ask this question of someone who I am sure not told such shameful conduct. Oh god. I just spent last minute, okay? What did you do to Pokemon this dirty? I think that's what I would do. Technically, that's what I've been doing. I feel like, yeah, the other two answers are too dumb. Perfectly correct. I knew I can count on you to provide me with such an answer. Oh. Even if I didn't, I feel like there was only one obvious answer. So I'm gonna just lie in general and say clean it up. Your Pokemon's already cleaned them. This is called simply common sense. Wait, you hear anything? You can approach your Pokemon team and perform a variety of actions. One such action is putting them what I like to call the Pokemon wash. Working at the Pokemon wash, yeah. Pokemon wash, yeah. Working at the Pokemon wash. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Working at the Pokemon wash, yeah. Right, probably the Poke wash. Working at the Poke wash. And that's not stuck in my head now. In other words, you have to clean them up. You start by getting your sponge leaded up with soapy bubbles as you gently and carefully scrub your Pokemon. Once your Pokemon is sliced and covered in soapy bubbles, the bubbles will infiltrate the filth, and then you can simply wash it away with spray water. This will get your Pokemon clean and shine like a bright as a teardrop. It's certainly quite a bit of work, but this will also result itchy and cure aesthetic conditions. Oh, that's right. I feel like I remember that actually. Yeah, but some Pokemon will have parts of their bodies that aren't scrubbed or that run like it wet. And that's the one when you clean your Pokemon. Now, the most important part I must mention is that some Pokemon like to be dirty. Though I will contradict myself by saying this, doing that cleaning your Pokemon is not always the kind of thing to do. The time is the end of today. I fit you all feel well. Well, that's gonna end today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, smash that like and subscribe button. With that being said, it's been okay, and I'll see you next time.